Hi, how are you? One second. Hey, I hope you guys can hear me. Um, so I am Ade Toro Majek of the Inner Experience. I am coming on to do a live for you guys today because it's been a while and um, I've been really busy. So, really busy but not really busy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But either way, I wanted to not quickly, I wanted to come on and just share energy with you guys, share myself with you. Um, I really hate this. My phone's about to die. Hi, Andrea. It is so lovely to see you here. Thank you for being here. So, how are you doing, Andrea? I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Andrea or Andrea? Let me know. Okay, so I wanted to come on and share myself with you guys and just give you something to reflect on. So, um, I I have some tea here. Um, this is my morning routine to kind of slow down and gather my thoughts and be present. There's so much on my list to do today, but I needed to relax and take it easy and support myself. And I do that by sitting with a cup of tea and just thinking. So, today's topic is about why I choose not to celebrate Mother's Day. So, we're going to get deep today. I hope so, at least. Um, so, for a long time, I had a very toxic relationship with my mother. And when I was growing up, I had no idea that that was what this was. I really thought she hated me. Andrea, okay, I'm good. Thank you. So I really thought my mother hated me. And there's a lot of reasons why, because she kind of said and did things that would displace someone who had um, hatred for them. So I had a very tumultuous relationship with my mom. And I kept trying to love her and I kept trying to be the daughter that I thought she wanted me to be. So by doing this, it was a lot of me stifling who I was when I was around her. When I was around her, it was never about a, a mutual relationship. I don't even know how to explain this. It always dealt with her needs and her wants. And then sometimes, yes, because she is a great mother, there were some times where she did ref- I don't know the word. She did um exude love for me. Um but then it would be muddled with actions of like contentment. And what I mean about, so using the word contentment or contempt, uh, it basically it basically came to more so her treating me as if I was a bother. So more as if I was, um, yeah, like, I don't know the word. A burden. That's it. It was more as if I was a burden to her than I was a joy. And sometimes uh, she would display her love for me, but majority of the time, her love came across as if I was a burden and not um, something to be joyful about. Um, so, yeah. So, throughout my relationship with her and beyond throughout my life, I saw myself as a burden. And our relationship, the relationship I had with my mom, it was very painful at times, more so than not, because I felt that I was trying to work for her love a lot of the times. And no matter what I did, no matter what I said, no matter who I was being, it just wasn't enough because she couldn't accept the love that I was giving to her because she didn't know how to accept love within herself. So there came a point in my life that I had to realize that, you know what? It's never going to change. Her personality, her relationship with the dynamics of who she is and the dynamics of who she is towards me is never going to change. It will always be what it has been, because one, she's not mentally stable, and two, she doesn't know how to receive love when it shows up for her through other people. And that's because, and this is my experience of my mother, that's because she was never taught what love could be for herself. She's a very confident woman. She's a very powerful woman, but I think as we all go through as women, we don't realize how important we are to ourselves. And this is the purpose of the inner experience, for you to realize how important you are to yourself, how much you matter to yourself, how much you create the dynamics between you and your reality, um, and the relationship you have with others. So reflect how you reflect your love for yourself is the same way you reflect love for the outside world. And I think she had a hard time being able to realize how important she was for herself and how that affected others. Oh man, my life died. So I wanted to just kind of, I don't want to say this. Okay. So I wanted to just kind of give you guys insights into the person that I am and why I choose to not celebrate Mother's Day in a specific way. I celebrate the women who are mothers, but I do not celebrate Mother's Day because not all mothers have um, motherly instincts. And I think that's what it was. And I don't know how to explain this, but She had a tumultuous past in her experience of being a daughter to a woman. And that also played a tumultuous experience to her being a mother. And so, because of that, it created a, a divide with her, with some of her children. I don't want to say with all of her children, but with some of her children, me being one of them. Um, and I feel like as a mother, when you create a divide between the child you've birthed um, and yourself, can one truly say that that is the responsibility of a mother? And my experience of that is that it's not. I choose to not be a mother who will create um, a divide between me and my children when I do have them, if I have them, which is another issue um, because I don't know if motherhood is in my future. I pray that it will be, but yeah. So for me, I choose to celebrate the woman that has gone who I don't even know how to explain this. This is difficult. This is happening in real time where I'm trying to express my thoughts on this very controversial topic. And I don't want to offend anyone, but I also want to authentically hold myself accountable to myself. And this is the work of the inner experience. So I honor mothers, but I do not enjoy celebrating Mother's Day because of the experience I've had with my mother. And so I can't say that all mothers deserve um, I'm grappling with this. I'm still grappling with this because she's also made me who I am today, which is someone who's very strong and confident within themselves, but also someone who's been through a lot and has doubted themselves a lot because of the relationship I held with her. So it's like a double-edged sword. So I don't celebrate the idea of Mother's Day, but I do celebrate mothers. And the reason why I don't celebrate the idea of Mother's Day is because not all mothers hold true to what what it means to be what it means to be a mother that is trustworthy. And for me, I don't have a trusting relationship with my mother. Um, yeah, yeah, that's it. I don't have a relationship that is based on trust and um, love. Love from a distance. There is love there, but there isn't trust. There's broken trust. But at the end of the day, she's a woman who has been through a lot and has dealt with a lot, and she still rose to honor her her position as a mother. So I do celebrate women who are mothers, but I don't celebrate Mother's Day. And I think it's because of the emotional baggage that is tied to that. And it's okay. None of this is wrong. None of this is right. It's just what it is. And I encourage you, if you've been through a tumultuous relationship with your mother, if you've experienced any sort of setbacks in your relationship with your mother, honor that. Honor the fact that, hey, I might not be someone who's excited about celebrating Mother's Day. Um, and I don't have to feel guilty about it. And I don't have to hide and I don't have to be ashamed about it. Um, and I'm at peace with it. And I just wanted to share this part of myself because it's something that I've been grappling with throughout this week. And I wanted to come on live and do a video sharing my experience of my relationship with my mother in order to provide other women out there who have been through something like I've been through. Which I don't think I also mentioned. I also had when I say I had a toxic relationship with my mother, it was an abusive relationship, both emotional, physical, and mental abuse. Um, but we've overcome it, and there has been lasting damage, but damage that doesn't have to determine the person that you become, and damage that doesn't have to determine the experiences you have moving forward as a mom. Um, and so this is my story, or this is my, I don't know the words to use. This is my experience of, or I want to say this is my reason to why I choose not to celebrate Mother's Day the way that everybody else would. Um, so yeah, thank you so much for being here. I've left you with a heavy, a heavy, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I've left you with like a heavy uh, insight or story of what I've been through, and why and how it's impacted me. So if you are on here live with me, I would love to see some comments about what you've experienced. If you resonate with anything that I've talked about so far on this live, and also um, just some emojis, like, yeah, not emojis, but like, likes, hearts, things of that sort, just to let me know that you are here, you are watching, um, and that you're keeping up with these videos. Because I really want to bring uh, useful information and how to authentically honor yourself, regardless of what you might be, regardless of what your beliefs might be, your beliefs that might be as far as holding you back, um, or moving you forward, if I'm making any sense. What I really wanted to say was, regardless of what society says you should think, regardless of what society says you should be. Um, yeah, I just want you to powerfully show up for yourself and accept the parts of yourself that might not be for the majority. So once again, my name is Ade Termajek. You have been a part of my consciousness, and it's always great to come here and share myself with you. All right, so I will talk to you later. Take care.